He's sus? What about whoever's creeping in the door behind him?
They shower with her, I know that. It holds up perfectly fine.
Hello, how's everybody doing? We are back for Season 1, Episode 4 of Buffy. We are converting Greg into a superfan one episode at a time. We're currently on Season 1, Episode 4. Let's watch and react. Getting right to the action here. We are opening on a vampire attacking people.
Oh, I thought that was like a flashback of the last thing at the concert. This is a new one?
Well, she's got different hair, so I presume.
Oh.
Ooh, I do love that hair and that dress. Did I mention I was really jealous of her look? I am so jealous. Still am. Oh yeah, I remember. I think this is a dream sequence.
You alright?
Oh yeah, but whose dream sequence?
He's gonna have a good quip here. I know it. I just know, even in his dreams, I bet he has a really good quip.
Been kissed before?
No, he didn't. I guess he doesn't like that about himself, so in his dreams, he doesn't have the quip.
He uses humor as a defense mechanism, as per Chandler Bing.
Exactly the same.
And not at all different. But yeah, he's cool enough. You know, he's got super strength, vampire kicking ass strength, and can play in a band, so he doesn't need to crack wise.
Yeah, in his dreams, when he has all these other things, yeah, he doesn't need to crack wise.
His mistake, though, was not killing that vampire.
And we don't know for sure that he's not going to crack wise in this. We'll have to, it remains to be seen.
Oh, well, he's about to throw a stake into the vampire like a shinobi with a throwing star, so there's got to be a wisecrack coming after that. Nope. Nope. She just had a My Hero olive oil look on her. Olive oil, not the cooking ingredient, but the character from Popeye.
Kids, olive oil was...
Oh yeah, ask your parents.
Drooling. Xander, you've got a little...
Falling asleep in class. And drooling.
Mm.
Ubiquitous ant. And please don't listen to the principal or anyone else's negative opinion about you. Let's make them eat that permanent record. What do you say?
Okay. Thanks.
Why is he only nice after class?
Well, he's supporting her, but also, like, reminding her that everyone else is against her, which is kind of a odd angle of support. Like, I think you're going to do really well in this class. I don't care what the principal says or everyone else in the school about your bad attitude. I think you're going to excel. Kind of weird end-around compliment.
Yeah, it can be. But it also just makes me wonder why why doesn't he have these words of encouragement for the whole class? Why doesn't he do this in class? I don't care. You know, that's a good thing to say to a group of kids. I don't care who told you that you're not good enough, but you're going to do great. Maybe he only thinks she will. Maybe he hates the rest of the class.
It's called Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's not called a classroom full of kids whose lives are important.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's suspicious. He's sus.
He's sus? What about whoever's creeping in the door behind him?
I feel... Oh, maybe that's where they're going with this. I feel like he's up to something, though.
How dare you? I love science teacher, whatever his name is. How dare you smear him? He's almost dead anyway.
Okay, you're right. I read that wrong.
Also, those are very dangerously breakable glasses. When's the last time they made glasses that just shatter like that? You know, while I was editing the last video, the cheerleading one with the witch mom, I was wondering where they were going to say her mom went. Or did people just disappear so much in Sunnydale that it's just not really questioned that much?
Oh, yeah. Like the real crime investigation of where she went.
Dad, I gotta live with you now, because Mom disappeared.
She's in a figurine at school. Well, they don't know that. I'm telling you, Scully and Mulder are going to end up in this show.
Yeah,
That's my prediction.
It is really sad there was never a crossover. 2 different networks, I guess. You know what was a great crossover, though? Murder, She Wrote and Magnum P.I.
Babes!
What are you doing?
Work with me here. Blaine had the nerve to question my manliness. I'm just gonna give him a visual.
We'll show him.
You picked out last episode that she likes him,
I
right?
don't believe it.
I know, and after all my comments.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Who's that?
That must be Angel. I think.
That weird guy that wondered about all the vampires?
That's him, I'll bet you.
Well, he's buff. She never said anything about him being buff.
You think he's buff?
He's a very attractive man.
Is it actually a little too Chandler?
Who's here?
Could he be more buff?
I'd say it's nice to see you.
Yeah, because Friends have been out for quite a while by this time, right?
They'd been out for long enough.
He'll just give me a cryptic warning about some exciting new catastrophe and then disappear into the night. Right?
He gave me a cryptic warning about some catastrophe and then disappeared into the night. I really didn't like him. I really didn't like him.
Right. Give her your jacket.
He gave her his jacket. He didn't just let her wear it for a little bit. He gave it to her. Could he be any nicer?
And she's wearing that jacket to school even though she has her own jackets that actually fit. So is she like subliminally or low-key like being his girlfriend?
Dr. Gregory today.
Even though she really doesn't like him.
Yeah, well, that's... Wearing the jacket is definitely in this stage of your life a big deal.
He's missing.
Well, let me think. The cheerleaders were modeling their new short skirts. I kind of got... Yeah, they said missing. Which is bad.
If something's wrong, yeah. He's one of the only teachers that doesn't think Buffy's a felon.
Are you going to say what I'm about to say?
Really sorry.
I can't
Sure, he'll-
stop seeing Chandler now. As soon as you said that, it's going to be, I think...
That is not what I was going to say. I was going to say the minute someone goes missing in this town, yeah, it's bad. Duh.
Could you help me?
Yes.
I'm looking for Science 109.
Oh, it's, I go there every day.
She is interesting how much she resembles the Weird Science lady because it's kind of...
You mean from Weird Science, the film?
The woman from Weird Science, yeah.
Weird Science was a film, kids, from the 1980s.
It holds up fine. It's 2 16-year-olds create like a 20-something-year-old person that becomes their something. They shower with her, I know that. It holds up perfectly fine. Anyway.
The audience isn't going to know that you were kidding about that.
Well, we'll cut that out.
Oh, God, where is it?
Hi, Blaine Mall. I'm going there right now. It's not far from the varsity field where I took all city last year.
Oh, thank you, Blaine.
Normally, this would be inappropriate, but that guy is clearly 30.
Earth never opens up and swallows you when you want it to.
Ooh, she's the new science teacher.
What's wrong? Dr. Gregory dropped his
You
glasses.
didn't guess
He
that?
picked them up.
No.
Oh, I thought...
Even though I've seen this one back when it originally was on.
Well, because it's called Teacher's Pet, and the science teacher died, and then she showed up. I kind of knew she was going to be the new teacher for that class.
Tell me where they want me.
I'll tell you where I want you.
Excuse me, Blaine?
I was just wondering if you were going to pick up where Dr. Gregory left off.
Dr. Gregory, they had an actual PhD teaching science. I told you he was good. This is a tragic loss. I'm the most broken up about this death from anything else in Buffy so far.
Well, the words bug ugly kind of spring to mind.
There is nothing ugly about these unique creatures. The reason they live alone is because they're cannibals.
Ugh.
Oh, well, it's hardly their fault. It's the way nature designed them. Noble, solitary, and prolific. Over 1,800 species worldwide, and in nearly all of them, the female is larger and more aggressive than the male.
Nothing wrong with an aggressive female.
Am I right, ladies?
That would have been not appropriate no matter who he said it to, but it's extremely strange that he said it to the woman next to him in the class. Like, if he said it to a guy next to him, it'd be like, okay, that's, whatever. But he said it to a woman sitting next to him. It seems odd.
On the other hand, he's better than the red pillars who are like, it's bad if women are aggressive. We're so attractive and intelligent. We get so many women.
Good.
Hot dog surprise. He's still my heart. Call me old-fashioned. I don't want any more surprises in my hot dogs.
I wonder what she sees in me. It's probably the quiet good looks coupled with a certain smoky magnetism. Miss French, you two are probably a little too young to understand what an older woman would say in a younger man.
Oh, I understand.
Good.
A younger man is too dumb to wonder why an older woman can't find someone her own age and too desperate to care about the surgical improvements.
What surgical improvements?
Well, he is young and so terribly innocent.
Hey, those that can do. Those that can't laugh at those who can do.
Got a carb up for my one-on-one with Miss French today. When's yours? All right, tomorrow. You came in second, I came in first.
Well, we know what's going to happen to him.
Natural selection.
He's going to be the next disappearance.
Rehearsal.
Excuse you. Medically prescribed lunch. My doctor ships it daily. I'll only be here as long as I can hold my breath. His head! His head! Oh my God! Where's his head?
What are you reacting to?
There's a body in the fridge. What do you mean, what am I reacting to?
Why was she mean to Buffy just now? I thought they were...
Drink this.
Weren't they like... Didn't they save each other? Didn't one of them save the other's life in a couple ones ago? Or are they not buddies now? Or what's going on now?
That was last episode.
Didn't
She's still the mean girl. That's her deal. Besides, she was blind. She doesn't know who saved her. Why is Buffy so shaken up that she's beheaded vampires before? Like, maybe she's never seen an actual non-vampire beheaded?
I don't understand either. And then he just gave her water.
Oh,
and
because he was so nice to her. She's broken up about this too. I identify with that.
But the other one could at least have a glass of water too. I don't understand why she just gave her a glass of water. Here, drink this water. Not you. You're fine.
No one cares about poor Willow.
That was new.
Who'd want to hurt Dr. Gregory?
He didn't have any enemies on the staff that I'm aware of. He was a civilized man. I liked him.
Everyone liked Dr. Gregory.
What happened to Dr. Gregory? He didn't have any enemies in the staff. In other words, I don't know. He didn't have anybody at this school that would have cut his head off. That should go without having to be stated. Like, if my work, somebody died at my work, it was murdered. Somebody like, well, I don't think we had anyone that wanted to murder him.
Where did they put his head?
It seems like an odd statement.
Well, you have to look for the enemies. In any police investigation, whether it's TV or reality, you look for the person with the motive, and then you figure out why they did such a gruesome thing.
True.
You never know people. You never really know people.
Who displeased the master and cut his hand off in penance.
Cut off his hand and replaced it with a fork?
I don't know what he replaced it with.
So why would he come after a teacher?
I'm not certain he did. There was an incident 2 nights ago involving a homeless person in Weatherly Park. It was practically shredded, but nothing like Dr. Gregory.
Fork guy doesn't do heads.
Not historically.
And Dr. Gregory's blood wasn't drained.
So there's something else.
If Dr. Gregory's blood wasn't drained, then where the hell was Dr. Gregory's blood? Because I didn't see a drop on him.
We're on a hellmouth. It's a center of mystical convergence.
Oh, yeah, that guy. I thought he was in a later episode. Now the police show up. I was starting to think they didn't even have police in this town.
I don't feel like that guy did anything wrong. Like, he was just in his little... He minded his own business in his little hideaway. And she opened his door. In his world, that was his door, is the little branches. He felt like he was being attacked. I mean, in this universe, it seems reasonable that there would be monsters who are trying to live good lives, and that might have been one of them, where he was just a monster.
Well, he fucked up Angel's arm. According to this show's philosophy, as we've been given it already, like, you're not supposed to wait for vampires to attack you. If vampires need to be killed because their very existence is evil.
I have a problem with that, and I don't think I have to explain why I have a problem with that.
See, now he's stalking a woman. It's the teacher and she's not scared of him. He's scared of her. But he was going to kill her if she was a regular lady. And that would be on your conscience because you didn't want him killed previously.
How far is she walking with those two completely full bags of groceries?
She doesn't have a car, apparently. Substitute teaching does not pay well. It's true.
When you assured me you wouldn't.
Yes, I lied. I'm a bad person. Let's move on.
Do you see someone with a fork?
More like a jumbo claw.
Oh. Well, at least you're not hurt.
And I saw something else. Something much more interesting than your average run-of-the-mill killer vampire.
Oh?
Do you know Miss French, the teacher that's subbing for Dr. Gregory?
Yes, she's lovely. In a common, extremely well-proportioned way.
Well, I'm chasing Claw Guy last night, and Miss Well-Proportioned is heading home. Well, Claw Guy takes one look at her and runs screaming for cover.
When screaming and running for cover, and he got into a manhole with a cover over it.
I'm an undead monster.
That's cover.
Literally cover.
Literally cover.
How many things am I afraid of?
Many, and not
Joss Whedon.
Well, she destroyed his plant hideout, so you needed new cover.
You were there. You saw Dr. Gregory, didn't you?
You mean yesterday in the cafeteria when we found him?
Don't say dead, or decapitated, or decomposing. I'd stay away from D words altogether. But you witnessed the event, so this way, please.
Well, no, I'm going to be late for biology.
Extremely late. You have to see a counselor. Everyone who saw the body has to see a crisis counselor.
But I really don't.
We all need help with our feelings. Otherwise, we bottle them up, and before you know it, powerful laxatives are involved. I really believe if we all reach out to one another, we can beat this thing. I'm always here if you need a hug, but not a real hug, because there's no touching in this school. We're sensitive to wrong touching.
But I really...
No. You have to talk to a counselor and start the healing. You have to heal.
No, Mr. Flutie, I don't...
Heal.
I don't know what to say. It was really, I mean, 1 minute you're in your normal life, and then who...
This is a very non-confidential counseling session. The door is open. She can hear.
I'm very confused about her because it seemed like she was on Team Buffy earlier, and then she wasn't earlier this episode. I'm still on the fence about her. I know she started out as like the mean girl, but then they turned the tables on us in one of the episodes, I feel like, and she was kind of on Team Buffy, and then now she's back to Mean Girl. They seem like they're all over the place with her. So I'm not sure where I stand.
I've never seen her on Team Buffy.
Wasn't she fighting with Buffy to get out of one of the jams?
Was she?
In the premiere, I thought.
Oh, well, in the first one.
First two, yeah. The first.
But don't you remember? She's still a bitch. Don't you remember how she was picking on the cheerleader girl? You'll be so beyond.
That's what I mean. They're kind of playing her both ways so far. I'm confused about her so far.
We've never seen her be nice so far, except for that one time. That one time she was nice to Buffy because she thought Buffy would be like one of her flunkies.
Maybe I'm confusing fighting for her own life in a treacherous situation with being a good guy. Maybe she just tried to save her own life in a sticky situation, but we'll see. I mean,
does she get a redemption arc in the long term? Perhaps, but she hasn't yet.
I think you meant pollination for number 14.
She's helping him cheat.
In a sultry tone, she's helping him cheat on his test.
Naughty.
Quiz.
Could she be more naughty?
Oh boy.
She did is that the Exorcist where the head spins around?
Well, I'm not sure.
No, I'm not saying she craned her neck. We are talking full-on Exorcist twist.
Ouch.
It wasn't full on.
It was Exorcist.
It wasn't full on, though. It didn't go all the way backwards.
Yesterday isn't here today.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Any luck?
I've not found any creature as yet that strikes terror in a vampire's heart.
Try looking under things that can turn their heads all the way around.
Owls.
No, nothing.
Maybe she's an owl woman.
Owls aren't human, though.
No. Obviously she's not human.
You said nothing human can do that, and you said owls.
Buffy was saying research things that can turn their whole head around.
Oh, okay.
There are some insects that can.
And owls.
Whatever she is, I'm gonna be ready for her.
Owl be ready for her. Yeah, dad joke? Yep.
Where are the books on bugs?
She marks her Tupperware containers food. Yeah, I mean, I get that we're supposed to react to the fact that she's eating bugs, but I'm more reacting to, the mayonnaise on the bread and the fact that she marks her Tupperware containers food. You don't have to do that. You know there's food in your Tupperware container.
Well, come on, guys. Ha!
Well, Miss French is sort of big. For a bug?
And she is, by and large, woman-shaped.
But she turned her head around in an inhuman manner.
Yeah, these guys have seen a lot in the first 3 episodes of this show. I don't know why they're so surprised about the impossibility that Miss French could turn out to be a praying mantis / human.
But if she's a bug, or whatever it is, there's magic involved. It has to be true.
I had a chum at Oxford, Carlisle, advanced degrees in entomology and mythology.
Entoma who?
Bugs and fairy tales.
I knew that.
If I recall correctly, poor old Carlisle, just before he went mad...
That is so convenient that someone decided to double major.
His chum.
His chum.
Wait a minute, I just recall I had a chum. It was the exact perfect background for this episode.
He had a chum at Oxford. Sure, he wasn't mad at the time he decided to get advanced degrees in entomology and mythology.
I realize it's some mystery guy handing out leather jackets. And while we're on the subject, what kind of a girly name is Angel anyway?
What does that have to do?
Nothing. It just kind of bugs me.
It bugs him. Did you catch that? He said it bugs him. Alcohol's involved too. I mean, I realize that's kind of the lower problem, this scenario, but she's...
Not just alcohol, martinis. That's just what a 16-year-old boy drinks.
Come on in.
Oh, he's drunk off the martini. I was wondering why he's acting weird. I thought it was a bug pheromone thing, but it's the martini that he drank.
She just shapeshifted.
I think she might put something in that martini.
That he shotgunned, basically.
Yeah. They're really, if this is just a martini effect, they're really playing one. I know this guy's not a drinker in his young life, but one martini's not gonna.
She's just committing all the crimes.
She's just...
Please, call me Natalie.
Frankly, madam, I haven't the faintest idea what time it is, nor do I care. Now, unlock his cell, unstrap him, and bring him to the telephone immediately. This is a matter of...
Oh, that's right. The friend is in a
Coroner's report.
facility.
Okay.
Absolutely essential. We talk to Mr. Bug Mythologist immediately.
Typically the one insect that nips off its prey's head.
Okay, I don't like this.
It's the way they feed, head first. It's also the way they mate. The female bites off the male's head while they're...
No. See, Xander is... I like his head. It's where you find his eyes and his hair and his adorable smile.
Hey, take it easy, Will. Xander is not in any immediate danger. I saw him leave school. He's probably safe at home right now.
Willow told Buffy she liked Xander. That was the first time she aired that crush, right?
I think so.
It kind of went over Buffy's head a little bit. Buffy didn't really...
She was not really listening with her listening ears.
Wasn't really paying attention to that.
Do you see the gift she's been given by our late Dr. George? She's studying entomology. She's studying bugs. She's learning. She's doing great things.
She might end up majoring in mythology and entomology.
His sacrifice was a valiant one. That's right. She could double major in entomology and mythology. That would be appropriate for her.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Blaine! What did she do? She takes you out of the cage and she ties you up and she starts moving and throbbing. And these eggs come shooting out of her. And then what? Then what? She mates with you. That's not the worst part.
That's not?
You seen her teeth? Right while she's, right in the middle of... I saw her do it. I don't want to die like that.
Why is she saving up guys?
I don't know. I'm also curious who he saw her do it to, because she did it to Dr. Gregory, and he was the first guy that she had after class, and Xander's the second, and they're both still alive. So who exactly did he watch her do all this with?
Take every precaution. Absolutely. No, it sounds
unclear.
Exactly like the creature you described.
An unnamed person.
All along about everything. Language. What he discovered, he kept to himself until several teenage boys were murdered in the Cotswolds. Then he went hunting for it.
It being...
He calls her a she-mantis. This type of creature, the Cleptus virgo, or virgin thief, appears in many cultures. The Greek sirens, the Celtic sea maidens who tore the living flesh from the bones of...
Giles while we're young.
Well, basically, the she-mantis assumes the form of a beautiful woman and then lures innocent virgins back to her nest.
Virgins? Well, Xander's not, I mean, he's probably
gonna die.
Also, the other guy who's acting like he
Oh,
was
yeah.
talking a lot of games is a virgin too, apparently.
I totally forgot.
According to Miss French's personnel records, she was born in 1907. She's like 90 years old.
And extremely well preserved.
Is he still going on about how attractive the woman is when they know she's now a she-mantis?
No, No, he's saying she looks good for 90, which I would give her. Except why would she have it be in her personnel record she was born in 1907?
I can't believe this. She's misread records to get into the school. She could be anywhere.
No, dear. I'm right here.
She had a ruse set up.
She's a shapeshifter.
No, I think this is a ruse. This woman set up a fake address so that you to throw her off, show them off. They knew that.
You always know these plot
I mean, I could be wrong. You could, because you're right too, though. Shapeshifter. Maybe this is her. We'll find out.
Yeah, it's not her. She's still here. Should take that hole and poke it in the eye. Stick him in the eye. Stick him in the eye. Her. Stick her in the eye. Stick her in the eye.
I don't know why he's volunteering. Oh, that's why.
That's why. Just stick her in the eye, though.
What do we do now?
Abject prayer and supplication would spring to mind.
I saw her walking past this park with her grocery bag. She lives in this neighborhood.
I'm gonna start banging on doors.
Wait, no, we do not have time for that.
We have to do something.
We will. I won't be long.
Cover me.
Oh yeah, here it comes.
What? What's happening?
How do you like your eggs, bro? Over easy or sunny side up?
He was no help. They should have fought her together.
The California
You thought Blaine was gonna step up?
If we are ever in a basement trapped by a big praying mantis, I will have your back.
Come on, Buffy.
Eggs, bro. Over easy or
Yeah, I know you would, and I would have yours, but we're talking about Blaine here.
Fucking Blaine.
Blaine's useless.
Come on! Come on, where is she?
He doesn't know what house she's in. He ran away.
I saw you. Come on.
She saw as much as he did.
What? What is it? This is her, isn't it? This is her house. This is it. Better than radar.
Oh, he can smell her, I guess.
I like how much that monster sounds exactly like a regular guy. He's not doing anything to his voice to make it seem monsterish. It's just like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, stop that. I'm gonna get you. Ah! Like, it just...
You going to say one thing?
Help! Hey, over here, hello, in the cage.
Let him go!
Couldn't have just got a machete.
Get them out of here.
Oh, she did get a machete. Good job.
Remember Dr. Gregory? He scarfed his head. Yeah, well, he taught me. You do your homework, you learn stuff. Like what happens
That's good. You do your homework, you learn stuff. That was basically what he told her. In a nutshell. She pushed him out of the way when he was trying to be manly. He has not cracked wise this whole time.
Yeah. Well, I guess
You would think...
his dream inspired him. He's like, he woke up from that dream like, there, that's how I do it. Don't crack wise anymore.
But you would think this is when he needs his humor the most, as his defense mechanism, because he's in danger.
Well, I'd say it's deceased.
And dissected.
You okay?
Yeah.
Just for the record, you were right. I'm an idiot, and God bless you. And thank you guys, too.
Yeah, really.
Oh, pleasure.
I'm really glad you're okay. It's so unfair how she only went after virgins.
Does she only prey on the fear? Because I have.
The smart thing.
There's no way Dr. George wasn't getting mad pussy.
She meant his modus operandi. She only preys on the pure. Well, isn't this...
Oh yeah, Dr. George. He just got outed as he's dead, and then the whole school is gonna find out he was a 70-year-old virgin.
I think she can also kill people, you know, not mating with them. I don't know why she needs virgin males. I think that in the praying mantis population, obviously, they don't survive to mate a second time. But I think she just bit off Dr. George's head so she could take his job, because for some reason that was the only way she could get access to teenage boys.
Yeah, so she can murder people.
Ooh. It's Angel.
Well, I know. I don't know what that reaction's all about.
Cause there's gonna be sparks flying. There's gonna be chemistry.
He's got a new jacket. I wonder if he can give it to her.
He did get a new jacket.
I'll be around.
Or who you were. Well, anyway, you can have your jacket back.
It looks better on you.
Ooh, she loves him.
I thought she really didn't like him. I think you called that right in the beginning.
The hell is this guy? Hashtag not my biology teacher.
No more, no less.
Oh, his glasses are still there. Nobody has moved them. I'm literally almost moved to tears.
They mean a lot to...
Well, why is she just putting him in this random person's jacket?
Oh. So there's going to be a part 2 Praying Mantis episode at some point.
I'm actually not sure there ever is, but...
It's a good ending. Fun, I'm enjoying this.
Aww. See? He's enjoying it. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.